One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Purdue Boilermakers, Ross-Age Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Purdue Boilermakers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Boilermakers will boot it away to start the game. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense heads onto the field for the first possession of this game. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about, all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
The Irish, after ripping off a huge chunk on the ground, will try to keep Big Mo rolling. He leaves it with his back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Sure hands. It's Fields. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. Quarterback may change this route. Off play action. Buys a little extra time. He's going to take off. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down than the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready. Had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Let's take a minute and look big picture at Purdue. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
Been so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Scanning the field, it's Carr. Got his man quickly. Hard running there. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. The throw to the outside is complete. Turning on the Jets.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was Pater.
And he's got the extra point, and it's unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Tuggle. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Quarterback on the keeper. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
The Boilermakers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The Boilermakers will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. On the run, it's Love. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback adapting. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking for a pass in the end zone to the right. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this 1st quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Go straight ahead. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got to play you practice all week.
Touchdown, Irish! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
We've seen this guy do it time and time again throughout his college football career. On critical down and distances, he shows up for his offense. He did right there on 4th and goal.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
How about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that pick.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Takes the handoff. It's Love. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun. The running back has it. Fights off a defender. And he fights his way forward. Gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
That one comes out hot down the right side.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets out.
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
You know, David, I love defenses that stay aggressive, especially at this point of the field. They've got pass rushers on this unit with speed and that are aggressive and that can win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
And there's 2 thought processes when I'm a defense and I got them backed up is I am stopping the run, not allowing them to have any space, but also understanding this is also a shot part of the field. Like, it's going to be a run, or a lot of times that ball is going to be a deep ball thrown down the sideline because you'll get man-to-man. Nice job by the defense applying pressure, getting the sack, now putting them in a bad situation backed up close to their own end zone.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Here come the Irish back on offense. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Hit as he throws. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
To the air, it's Carr. Here's a heat. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Spin, still running. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. They're going to run it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This is a money play on 3rd and goal. Pushes ahead. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. This is a really big play for both teams. 4th and goal from the 2. Here comes the option. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Great job by the back on the option. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Boilermakers come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
No, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long, and you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Back to pass on 2nd down. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Brings up third down.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He is brought down and sacked. That is not the offense's ideal way to finish up the half, but we'll head to the locker room. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's got it. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Really effective concept against the zone there, and it helps all the more, David, when you have a tight end that can get downfield.
No doubt. Take your tight end, put him in the slot, makes it easier, better matchup. Now he's got a good corner route. You can tell. Sticks his foot in the ground, quarterback puts it up there. Know he's got zone, know he's got the big fella. He goes up, catches the football, makes the big game.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. The play action fake. It's caught downfield. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Grab behind the line. It's Thomas. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And the Boilermakers are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. Not gonna get there, not gonna get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's 4th down. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And there is a degree of difficulty. Oh, it's blocked. He's gonna scoop it up.
Yeah, that pretty much sums up the day, man. You've been getting beat all over the place. You're trying to make the score a little bit closer, maybe fight back in, maybe get competitive. Even your field goal unit isn't performing well. It's just not your day, dog.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Fighting off the defender. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
He'll toss it. Picks up the first down, still moving. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races. Notre Dame will come to the line after that huge gain and try to keep the momentum going. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Slips a tackle. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
If I'm a play caller right here, I'm a little bit frustrated. And I say that because I can't take a sack here. A sack might take 3 off the board for me. I got to understand the situation. I got to get the ball out, try to make a play, but most importantly, don't make a negative play.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Looking for room, it's Thomas. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Zings it complete to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here come the Irish back on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Back to throw, it's Carr. Right down the middle. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue in the passing game for this offense has been accuracy, right? The last time this guy took the field, he completed less than 50% of his throws, and you're seeing that again in this game. Just hasn't been able to put the ball where he wants it to go.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Makes a connection. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Get it out on the screen. Not just hard-nosed running, that's cement-nosed running as he gets it to the 25. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Power football with the run. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that 1st down. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. On the option. Now the toss. Creates a little space. He breaks a tackle. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Back to throw, it's Carr. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Finds the tight end.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Boilermakers come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, and if you're wondering why this offense hasn't scored in this game, it's plays like that. Not only have they not been able to execute running or throwing the football, they've had penalty problems, but it's turnovers as well. And here in the fourth quarter, ball security coming back to bite this offense, giving that one up.
To the air, it's Carr. The quick out. Open space at the 25. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior. Makes a play after the grab.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with the lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. Might be calling a hot route. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll send the back in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Looking for the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And all the hard work and commitment pays off, getting their first win of the season. Really impressed how they came out. After starting the season 0-2, they knew this was going to be a physical game, and they came ready to go on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Virginia Tech looks like a legit contender right now. That offense is just having its way so far. They're up by 24 over the Bloopers. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
Caught in the backfield. It's Moore. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Boilermakers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The punt team makes its way onto the field. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. The Irish, after ripping off a huge chunk on the ground, will try to keep Big Mo rolling. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force-feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game. The defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on 3rd down. The option look. Now the pitch. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
Now on the option. Rides the back on the option to give. He'll be stopped at the 32. Still ground to cover if they want to convert, and 4th down is coming. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Caught over the middle. It's Ross. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game. Now on 2nd down. From the gun to give. Looking for room. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0, and that is how this one will wrap up. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub, it's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go into the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.